Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I'm a real fan of this guy, Ruben Dias. Portugal do have the reputation, not just of producing great wingers, but great centre-halves too. And I see him as the latest in line. Okay, he can be quite...
He's got tall! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Played out towards the right wing. He has found the way through. What about this cross?
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Rummenigge with... Here's a corner. Carvajal getting this one clear. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Arsenal have the chance. Rummenigge! And that wasn't far away.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
And this is Pele! That has been long wide. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Up Ji-sung, going full tilt down the left. It's their second corner of the game. Climbs up big! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not...
Oh, what has happened here? Oh, it's Salah! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mohamed Salah clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And he's gone looking for safety. And now they can spring out of defence. He's in a great position here. And he's in on goal. Shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Arsenal have their third corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Cerezo Osaka really can't this game too soon. Any rash decisions now to lose it. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Chouameni, 30 minutes gone. Can he get on the end of this? Ruben Dias can get it clear. Park Ji-sung. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good ball, good take. And this is Mohamed Salah, and he's certainly onside here. Corner number 3 coming up. There's the header. And That's caused a worry or two. Vitinha. Now it's Mbappe.
Cerezo Osaka certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Carvajal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Rummenigge. Ruben Dias kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Rummenigge. Pedri. Now it's Pele. Now this could be a chance. Pele. That is a brilliant interception. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the game has already resumed here. Oh, smashing header! They've scored! And they are cruising. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
It's a good spell of possession, this. And it's been played through. And he shoots! And it's in! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't.
And the shot! And that has been clubbed away.
I tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Jordan Henderson. Knocks it into space. Costa Curta. And Mateus. Rummenigge is onto this. This might spell danger. He's had a shot! They did it! There seemed no way back, but they are level.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. We have ourselves a game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Van de Ven. Costa Curta. Now, can they get him away? Park Ji-sung. And he's whipped it across. There will be a throw-in.
Substitution.
Henderson gets rid without sophistication. Alex Simons.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Xavi Simons.
Added minute has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the ball. Vitinha! And it's hit the woodwork and out. And now they can clear their lines. Has a look and plays it forward. And this is Pele. He's shifting through the gear. And we're done. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. As you can see, we've already started here. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Velden was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become the European champion at club level.
Yes, he was. And to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, quality clearly deserved a moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That is a great pick out. Chance, surely! They've scored! There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass. Oh, what a mistake! Can he get it through? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And here's Batistuta. Nice looking ball. Costa Curta gets it away. And we have our very first corner. Goes for a shot! And now they can spring out of defence.
Oh, good read. He read that really well and stopped it.
Conte, he steps in, and that's the end of that. Bastoni cuts it out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Cerezo Osaka clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
No luck with that dink over the top. Threads one in. Nakata. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Good ball, good take. He's shifting through the gears here. Shapes to shoot! And that would have been some goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Deftly away. Nice ruffle the feathers, but well dealt with. Rummenigge.
There will be 1 minute
Bastoni,
added time.
defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he cuts out the supply. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved a little bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. That's been cut out, well played. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's lofted through here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Decent chance! He's got a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Was there ever any doubt?
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
And yes, it's him again. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant. This game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Well, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
And he's gone looking for safety. And he's there to retrieve it. Messi. That has been knocked clear. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Jordan Henderson. This looks promising. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Stood up well to him there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's Mohamed Salah! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's managed to get rid. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, it's a great... And the shot! There it is! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
So the first goal of the game. Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was...
Chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's got his cross in. Mohamed Salah! They've done it! And they've got their lead back. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean,
He's having a go!
Has been indicated.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This possibly the last play of the half. Chance, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the half-time whistle goes. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2 goals. He's going for goal! That is a little undercooked.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
That has been cut short. Rummenigge looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful.
And it's Salah. He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rice. Ødegaard. Vitinha. Rummenigge. Good take, and is he in? Ødegaard. Now it's Rooney. And they've got rid. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Guardiola makes the interception. Paz. Well read, nice interception. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Pass is short and sharp. Has a look and plays it forward.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rice. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's picked his way. Can he finish? Can he get it through?
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
And the finish! And that is doing no harm at all. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Cerezo Osaka nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He's cut it out. And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. Fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, Michael Owen is, of course, likely to be the key player here, Peter. The mere sniff of a chance and he's away.
Who's arguing? Phenomenal. Bellingham! Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
Bellingham brilliantly took control, which was exactly what the situation required.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. And that is expertly dealt with. It's gone out for a throw-in. Dixon. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Bale. Ricky Puig aims beyond the defence. And that's put paid to a promising move. Nice looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Quality ball. Messi, can he get on the end of this? Oh, what has happened here? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Mateus. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Bellingham. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ricky Puig can so cleverly bypass the press. Strokes it back. Messi. 30 minutes gone. Knocks it into space. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. He can get that clear. Paz. Adams. Rijkaard. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. And here's Bale. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Vitinha. Rijkaard. Ricky Puig. Milan looking to pass their way through. Mateus did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
1 minute added time.
Oh, this looks sharp. Looking to play him in, and he's picked out the run. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Owen. It's a really well-measured ball. Tries to play it through. Vitinha is the team's great visionary. Rummenigge. That tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Mateus is standing over this one. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. Mateus! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Ricky Pooch. Now it's Bale. Out to the right. Nicely spread.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Good ball over the top. And this is Bale. Bale's cross. Oh, what a climb! It's in! The breakthrough arrives at last! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Cerezo and Xhaka really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And this is Bale. Chance! Oh, it's come loose. And that would have won it.
Owen really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well. Cerezo and Xhaka really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's managed to get rid. And it's Bellingham. Oh, that's clever. Casillas gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Owen is flagged offside. Bale.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
We are into overtime. Rummenigge. Rummenigge. Oh, straight finish! They finished! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that...
That's that, the end. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Rummenigge voted man. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Virgil van Dijk. Every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas.
Shapes the shoots! And he's done it! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Rummenigge demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Everton finding themselves unexpected behind. He skips past his man. Through it. Cannavaro gets it away. And here's Mohamed Salah. Vitinha. And he's through. Now it's Rummenigge!
Keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
And it's Rice. And he was quick to react. He's through! Shot a goal! In for the pieces! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, at least he was in the right position, and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Some really good ball movement. Just eases him off the ball. Could move up a gear here. Great ball, and he's in here. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Wins back the ball. Can he get it through? Neymar. So what can they make of this? Neymar going face to face with his great rival. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Can he get on the end of this? Mateus showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, easy pickings there. Mateus. Van der Vaart. Now it's Owen. Shot could be on. It's Neymar! They've done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. And there's the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal in.
Pitch in designated areas within these grounds.
And that's the second half started. Probing pass. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Paz. He's a sharp little ball here.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Beckham. And it's Rice. And he's had a hit. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Rice clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Everton with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Casillas gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's found a way past. Rummenigge. Oh, that big chance! They've scored! And again they hit the front. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, never any doubt. It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So we're through. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again, and a real chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. Van der Vaart. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Rice has it in a wide position. Chance! Sticks it away! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to... And that was incredible.
Number 8.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome...
Gets his head on it! No, not the best of headers.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Neymar. Looking to play him in. No joy this time.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Salah. He could be in here. Knocks it into space.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Neymar. He's going for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Cannavaro gets it clear. And that will be the final act. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Rummenigge taking in the... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a...
Ronaldo! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! 2-0, and in next to no time. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in it with a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It's oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Now it's Rivaldo. It's a searching pass.
Cerezo Osaka really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Rivaldo. Looking for a runner. That's the keeper's ball. Mateus. And Paz. Oh, that's well spotted.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Rivaldo really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rivaldo. Mateus. Rummenigge. Paz. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Batistuta. Batistuta is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mateus. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And this is Henderson. He's had a shot! And he's straight offside. Jordan Henderson.
Will be 1 minute added time.
And that interception was most necessary. And the whistle goes for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Cerezo Osaka really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Vitinha! He scored! And the second half is off to a flyer!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, it's Rivaldo! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Monaco blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Nakata. Now it's Ribery. And he's lost his man here. Rivaldo! And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.